Here we're talking about squaring a binomial, so we're squaring something that has two different terms. The biggest thing is to not get too excited about the squared and just try to throw it in there. What does squared mean? It means something times itself, or the base times itself twice. So here this whole thing is the base. So before I try to do any work, the first thing I do when I see something like this is to write w plus 3 times itself, since that's what the squared actually means, is this whole thing times itself. If I write it out like this, it's a lot easier to see that I need to FOIL. That way I won't be missing my inside-outside terms. So if we FOIL the first two terms, w times w is w squared. My outside is w times 3, so 3w. My inside is 3 times w, so 3w. Notice a lot of times, since we're multiplying the same thing by itself, these will match. And our last term, 3 times 3 is 9, so if I get like terms together, w squared plus 6w plus 9. See how if we would have got overly excited and tried to do it too fast back here, we'd probably get the w squared and the 9, but we'd be missing our inside-outside term, our 6w. So this works no matter what two terms are multiplying by each other. So let's try another one. And let's say in this one they have the variable second. It doesn't change anything about FOIL. We still just take the positions of the numbers. So first thing I'll do is write 3 plus 5w times itself, since that's what squared means, this whole thing times itself. Sometimes I'll even scribble this out so I don't accidentally just start squaring things. So now we need to FOIL. Our first two terms are 3 times 3, so 9. My outside is 3 times 5w, so 3 times 5w is 15w. My inside is 5w times 3, so notice that matches again. And my last is 5w times 5w, so 25. 5 times 5 and w times w is w squared. And if I get like terms together, write the 15w, 15w. Nine plus 30w plus 25w squared. The biggest thing there is to make sure that we don't forget that this is FOIL. So I always write it out. It's really hard to FOIL from right here because you can't see all your pieces. And so it's helpful if you can see all four things that you're trying to multiply.